Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you? May Allah Pak bless you all and be with you all. Ameen. Today's topic is income elasticity of demand and cross elasticity of demand. In our previous lecture, we discussed price elasticity of demand, and in price elasticity, we discussed point elasticity and arc elasticity. Today, we are going to discuss income elasticity of demand and cross elasticity of demand. Income elasticity of demand. Income elasticity of demand shows a rate of change in demand due to change in income. As we all know, when income changes, demand also changes. So when we measure a percentage change in quantity demanded in response to a percentage change in income, that is known as income elasticity of demand. And we write it like EY. E stands for elasticity, Y stands for income. EY equals to percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in income. Mathematically, we write it as delta Q by Q. By delta Q by Q, we mean to indicate percentage change in quantity demanded. And percentage change in income is shown as delta Y by Y, which is equivalent to delta Q by Q divided by delta Y by Y, which is further equivalent to delta Q by Q multiplied by Y over delta Y. Here we all know that when we convert division into multiplication, A over B becomes B over A. So that's why we are writing Y over delta Y. This is a formula for income elasticity of demand. Mathematical derivation of income elasticity. We can derive income elasticity with the help of this table. According to table, in first column, income is given. In second column, quantity demanded is given. Income is 15,000, quantity demanded is 4. Income is 20,000, quantity demanded is 5. Now, according to our table, our Y1 equals to 15,000, Y2 equals to 20,000. Q1 equals to 4, Q2 equals to 5. Delta Q equals to Q2 minus Q1, delta Y equals to Y2 minus Y1. Elasticity formula is delta Q by Q divided by delta Y by Y. When we convert division into multiplication, we get delta Q by Q multiplied by Y over delta Y. As we know, delta Q equals to Q2 minus Q1 and delta Y equals to Y2 minus Y1. So instead of writing delta Q and delta Y, we are putting the values, and after putting the values, we get an equation as Q2 minus Q1 over Q multiplied by Y over Y2 minus Y1. Dear students, you don't need to get confused over here that from where we are going to get the values of Q and Y. Q and Y are already given in a table. Our Y1 is Y also and Q1 is Q also. So we put the value of Q1 as Q and Y1 as Y. By putting the values, we get the numerical notation as 5 minus 4 divided by 4 into 15,000 divided by 20,000 minus 15,000. After solving this, we get 1 divided by 4 into 15,000 divided by 5,000. Further solving the equation, we get the value that is equivalent to 3 by 4. So, according to the given table, we get the income elasticity which is equivalent to 3 by 4. Types of income elasticity of demand. First type is equal to unity or income elasticity equals to 1. When percentage change in quantity demanded equals to percentage change in income, that is known as income elasticity equals to 1 or income elasticity equals to unity. For example, suppose income increases by 20%, quantity demanded also increases by 20%. There is an equivalent increase in quantity demanded and in income. That's why we call it elasticity equals to 1 or elasticity equals to unity. Less than unity. When percentage change in quantity demanded is less than percentage change in income, that is known as elasticity less than unity or less than 1. For example, suppose income changes by 20%, demand changes by 10%. Here we can say that percentage change in quantity demanded is less than percentage change in income. So this is known as elasticity less than 1 or less than unity. Third case is elasticity greater than 1 or greater than unity. When percentage change in quantity demanded is greater than percentage change in income, that is known as elasticity greater than 1 or elasticity greater than unity. For example, suppose income increases by 20%, demand increases by 30%. Here we can say that percentage change in quantity demanded is greater than percentage change in income. This is known as elasticity greater than 1 or elasticity greater than unity. Income elasticity of different types of goods. Inferior goods. Income elasticity is negative for the commodities which are considered inferior. With the increase in income, demand for such goods decreases because people start buying superior quality goods. That's why we call that income elasticity for inferior goods is negative. Substitutes. Substitutes are the commodities which can be easily substituted in place of others. For example, meat and chicken, meat and pulses, pulses and chicken, all these are substitutes of each other. So, in case of substitutes, income elasticity is positive. An increase in price of meat affects the demand for pulses. So that's why we say that income elasticity for substitutes is positive. Complementary goods. In case of complementary goods, demand elasticity will be negative. Rise in price of A leads to a fall in demand of B. For example, bat and ball are complementary goods. Complementary goods are those goods which are bought together. So when price of bat increases, demand for ball decreases because demand for bat also decreases. That gives a reduction in the demand of balls also. So that's why we say that elasticity of demand in case of complementary goods is negative. Cross elasticity of demand. Sometimes change in the price of commodity A causes a change in demand of commodity B. This is known as a cross effect. And we measure the change, or when we measure a cross effect, that is known as cross elasticity of demand. We write it as the rate of change in quantity demanded of commodity A to a change in the price of commodity B. For example, if B and A are related goods, then to measure a cross effect of price, following formula is used. CE stands for cross elasticity. CE equals to percentage change in quantity demanded of A divided by percentage change in price of B. This is a formula for measuring cross elasticity of demand. Mathematical example of cross elasticity of demand. We can derive cross elasticity of demand with the help of a given table. Formula for cross elasticity of demand is percentage change in quantity demanded of commodity A divided by percentage change in price of commodity B. Or we can write it as delta QA over QA divided by delta PB over PB. As we know, delta QA equals to Q2 minus Q1, delta PB equals to P2 minus P1. Dear students, here again you don't need to get confused that from where we are going to get the values of QA and PB. All the values are given in a table. In first column of a table, price of commodity B is given, whereas in second column, quantity of commodity A is given. Price is 30, quantity is 1000. Price is 40, quantity is 1200. Now, Here, according to table, first figure is P1, which is 30, and P2 is 40. In front of P1, there lies Q1. So, when P1 is 30, Q1 is 1000. When P2 is 40, Q2 is 1200. Now, P1 is our PB also, and Q1 is our QA also. So, according to our table, PB equals to 30, delta PB equals to P2 minus P1, which is equivalent to 40 minus 30, that is 10. QA is 1000, delta QA equals to Q2 minus Q1, which is equivalent to 1200 minus 1000 equals to 200. Now, by putting the values in above formula, we get the equation as Q2 minus Q1 over QA divided by P2 minus P1 over PB. Further, putting the numerical values, we get 200 by 1000 divided by 10 by 30, which is equivalent to 200 by 1000 into 30 by 10. After solving this equation, we get the answer, which is 3 by 5. So, our cross elasticity of demand according to the given table is 3 by 5. This is all for today, students. Till next lecture, enjoy yourselves and take very good care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.